Alright guys, I'm just getting off of work now. We're going to take this truck and the 6-liter, and we're going to take it and just run it through the auto car wash today because everything at my house is frozen up like I told you in the last video. So I'm just running it through here and getting it cleaned up. Probably going to drive the green Ford someday this week and run it through and get it cleaned up if everything doesn't unthaw and I'm not able to spray it off. So one way or another, I'll show you guys that truck once it's cleaned up some too. But hopefully here real soon the more content's going to be rolling out. Like I showed you some project ideas. I'm going to start busting out a lot of that stuff once I get home from work and just busting my ass trying to get products and stuff out. But I'll be sharing all that on here with you guys. And like I said in my last video, if anybody has anything they're needing custom fabbed or want made, even different styles of exhaust tips or elbows or whatever, just let me know. Leave a comment. If you know me personally, send me a message. I don't care. I'm trying to start doing my own welding shop and stuff, so whatever you have, send it my way and I'll at least try to do something with it. And we'll be doing more content with the trucks here a lot, and the bikes. Like I said, I'm hoping this weekend coming up I can be able to get the plastics on the bike and everything. So today is my birthday and my freaking girlfriend Lily spoiled me way too much with stuff, but it's all pretty nice stuff, so that's great. But so I might show you guys a couple of the things that she got me because you might like them too. But really going to be trying to get the truck content out here more than just me driving around holding the camera like a dumbass and talking. I want to start being able to actually do stuff with them and make entertaining stuff, like I said the other day. So I gotta pick up Domino's too. Today's my birthday, so. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys when I get there and let you know. Well guys, I'm here now, just waiting on the line. This clean ass high country that just pulled up. But yeah, there's a fucking line here a mile long, and it's finally moving a little bit. But I've been sitting here for like 10 minutes almost. It's freaking nuts. And this thing's barely gonna make it in here if it does. So, because I had to come to the smaller car wash because the bigger one is closed. So that's a nice thing always. But I'm just sitting here chilling. But yeah, so I'll talk to you guys more once I get in here and everything. But I'm just wanting to get this truck cleaned up because here, once some warmer weather rolls around and stuff, I'm gonna coat the frame on it and hopefully be getting the track bars and stuff on it once I get the frame coated. And the red truck, I'm just hoping to get the frame coated here soon. So I'll let you guys know on how all that goes. And here in just a minute, I may end up just backing up and pulling into a actual just bay and spraying this thing off because I'm kind of getting done here waiting on lines. So we'll see what I do, but I'm getting the truck cleaned off one way or another. So I'll show you guys it once it's cleaned up and show you the car wash a little bit, one way or another. Not like you haven't seen a car wash before, but yeah. So this guy swiped his card 6 times and it hasn't worked yet, so I don't know whether it's his card or whether this place is fucking up, but yeah. So I'll talk to you guys some more here in a minute. Alright guys, well I made it in here. This is a tight fit making the swing to get in here. So we'll see if this thing goes around us okay. This is weird. Never been in it with the doors shut like this. But, yeah. See how well she cleans up the truck. Got some sick ass LEDs going on, you know, man. But, yeah. I've never been in here since they've redone this place. Been in here in the past, but have not since they've redone it. So, we'll see here. I think we're clearing in every way. I don't know if you're supposed to shut vehicles off in here or not. It doesn't say anywhere. I'm not. I never have before an automatic car. But the other one on the other end of town is a little bit bigger than this one. And extended cabs fit a lot better. I've had my red Ford in there numerous times and never had an issue with it. I prefer to wash them at home, but right now I'm just wanting, I've got the good one, but I'm just wanting to knock the salt off of it and get all the salt taken off the trucks, because I don't want them all rotting away from this winter and salty roads and everything else. But I don't know, it kind of makes the camera trip out with the light a little bit, it looks like, but getting her all nice and clean and prettied, I reckon. I hope so. I hope it looks good when it's done. But well, they shut out all the cool LED lights. Oh, they're back. Yeah, but soaking the 10 pounds of straw that's still in the bed of my truck. It's nice. But yeah, hopefully this will clean up the truck a good bit from what it's been. So I know this video isn't going to be nothing entertaining either, but show you guys just a little bit of the daily activities. Just getting the truck cleaned up and stuff, and hopefully being able to start doing some stuff with it. I eventually, if I start maybe being able to afford more and so on and so forth, I want to push a little power out of this truck eventually, but that's just not my number one concern right now. I got to get some of the reliability fixed on it before I got to worry about that anyways, but like the startup issue and stuff, and get it studded. Once all that's done, then I'll probably start trying to push power out of it a little bit more. I mean, the truck's been on tune 3. It's got 4 tunes on. It's been on tune 3 since I bought it. I've never changed the tune it's on. So, yeah. Doesn't say anything about shutting your vehicle off anywhere. I kind of feel like I should, since I'm closed in a tiny ass box, but you know. I'm sure people are just hearing the turbo whistle off of this thing, wondering where it's coming from if you're not supposed to have vehicles rented here. But yeah, it's a really nice truck. I'm really happy with buying it and everything. Like I've told you guys, my red truck's my baby. It'll always be my baby, just because that truck's, well, now you've seen it. It's clean, it's nice. It wasn't like that before, but now it is, and it's just my baby. I want to build it. It's gonna be a show truck, but not to the level of like what I've talked about, the green truck being a SEMA show truck. It's just gonna be leveled on some nice wheels and tires, some lights and stuff. That's it, nothing special. Basically the same setup this truck will get, and that'll just be this truck's still gonna just be the work truck. But this truck will have a different setup at some point for just cruising, summertime riding and stuff. So, well, boys, here we go through the super blowers. So, smack my antenna again. gotta get out and fold my mirrors back out, but I'll be back. Alright guys, well, I'll show you the truck when I get to Domino's, but I'm just pulling out of the car wash now. She looked good. A lot better than what it did. Definitely cleaned up a lot. So I think you guys will like getting to see it all prettied up and cleaned up, because it does look really freaking good being cleaned up nice. So like I said, I'll show you guys when I get down here. I took a couple pictures of it, but I didn't get it, or I didn't bring the GoPro out with me to film anything, so. What the fuck are these jackasses doing? Parking in the middle of the damn road. But yeah, so the truck's nice and cleaned up now. Like I said, I'll show you guys it a little bit better when we get here to Domino's. But yeah, so I'm gonna go in here and pick our stuff up, and then I'll be back out and show you guys the truck. Oh yeah, boys, it's a whole lot cleaner than what it used to be. It looks a lot better than it did fucking 30 minutes ago. So I'm pretty happy with how it looks for now. Like I said, I prefer to give it a good wash, detail, wax, so on and so forth, but for the time of year and the fact that, you know, I tried to do at least spray them off at home yesterday. I wasn't gonna give them the whole wash job, but I don't think for being just a $10 auto car wash, it was too bad. So, or it looks too bad, so like I said, I know I've told you guys, but I'm really hoping to start pouring out some truck content is the goal here soon. Some entertaining truck content, along with some bike content as well, but truck content's what I'd really like to get onto some, but not always easy to be able to do that. So yeah, we're just heading to the house now, and I'll do a little more walk around to the truck when I get there and show you guys how it looks. But here, once we get like a weekend that's gonna be warm, well, the red truck won't get washed, but all the other trucks are getting washed and waxed. Green truck probably won't get waxed either, but this one's gonna get washed and waxed. And then we're gonna get the body fixed up springtime on this one. Green truck, the least of my concerns right now is the body on it. I just want to get the suspension and stuff mocked up and done on it, and get it on a lift and ready for show season. Even if everything's not how I want it, I want to get it lifted on my style lift of what I've talked about and everything, me building it and everything. Get some wheels on it. I don't even give a shit if they're just Moto metal 20x12s, but I want to get nice wheels and tires for it to be able to run, just to get through show season. And once that's over with, then I'm not too worried about anything with it. But well, once show season's over with, I'm gonna tear probably the truck down. Once we get, I'll probably leave it together maybe after, if I can get it together by Higbee, I'll probably leave it together until September, October, and then once that time gets here, I'm gonna be really tearing into it and getting the first thing I'm gonna do on it once I get the lift and stuff done on it is I'm gonna go through and get the body all fixed and try to get the body all fixed. It's kind of a two-step process, what I was getting ready to say. Get all the body fixed on it and get all my lighting and stuff done on it, and get the cosmetics as far as that goes, the truck itself done and fixed and everything. And then once I got a Tesla behind me, should I roll coal on them? But once I get all that stuff done, then I'll work on getting new wheels for it, and then the motor swap will be coming into play, which I still haven't decided yet. I need some feedback from you guys too on what you think. I'll leave it at this for right now. Should I do a V8 motor in it, or should I do a diesel motor in it? Whether it's a V8 diesel or an inline diesel. Leave in the comments what motor you want to see in the green Ford when it's a show truck. The original plan, when I was going to leave it just an F-150 and lift it and everything, I was just going to put it on. The original build plan for that truck is it was going to be on a 6-inch lift 460 swapped, which is the motor that's in my red truck. I decided against the 460 swap after I bought the red truck, because I don't want to have just two 460s, and I didn't want to have an F-150 460 at that point. I was like, so I decided I was either going to build the 351 and pro charge it, or I was going to do a turbo Coyote in it. Was the two motor setups I was going to bouncing for doing the half-ton build on it, basically. Well, then I decided that I wanted to do the suspension swap on it. Well, that there made me decide, well, do I want to go big V8 or boosted V8 and stuff, or do I want to go a diesel? So I'm leaving that up for you guys. Money, of course, plays a factor in it too, but if I could honestly get my way to what exactly I'd love to see in that truck, or hell, I'd put it in my red truck if somebody gave me it and I already had the motor built in that one, but I want a Firepunk 6.7. I don't know if you've ever seen them. I don't know if anybody has seen, I can't think of what his name is off the top of my head, but I know everybody's seen the 3rd gen from at SEMA that had all the gold plated everything on it, and that motor is the motor basically that I want, just not gold plated and stuff, just big turbos and built like that one is. But if I don't get that, I'm not going to cry about it. I don't care. Whatever I put in the truck, I'm going to build the motor some. Like I said, I plan on building the motor in this some. I plan on building the motor in my 460 some. Whatever I put in that, I'm going to build the motor in some. It's just, right now, it's just, in the winter time, with how the weather's been and everything, I haven't been working that much, so I haven't had that much income coming in. I'm not making anything off of this yet. So right now, when it comes to that build starting and everything, and even going into the next kind of winter season of, like I talked about, starting to do the motor swap and the body stuff and all that on it, all is kind of a money factor to an extent. If I don't have the money to do, a full build, everything this year, I can tell you that, unless something drastically changes. But I've got money, but not, like, I'm not rich by any means. But boys, we're racing a semi out here. So, in the case that I don't have the money to do a big sick motor like I'd love to do, it's going to get a 12 valve on compound probably, unless somebody gives me feedback and you guys really want to see a V8 in it. People want to see a V8 in it. I've got some plans up my sleeve for once I get the build finished on that truck, if I'm making money and so on and so forth. I've already got the truck picked out for doing my different suspension setup on, and I've got a pretty interesting idea for a motor for it, but that'll just have to be something you guys wait and see, because that one is definitely not going to be until after. I'm not starting another truck build until my green one's done. And I really don't want to start a truck build until I have this truck, the green truck, and the red truck where I consider them done, basically. This one, I'm not as worried about. If I don't get fancy wheels put on this truck, okay. But but I'm definitely getting the motor stuff done to it as far as the studs and oil change and stuff, and getting the body fixed on it are 100% happening. There's some other things. I've thought about throwing a ranch hand on here, I don't know, but once I get the cosmetics short of the wheels on here, I'm satisfied with this truck for however long I have to be, and just the reliability things. But if I have more ability to, I want to build this one a little bit. I want to cam. All I want to do to the 460s, cam it and put a better valve train in it. Just cam's just simply for the sound of it. The valve train's just a durability on the motor thing. The green truck right now has got the 351 in it. I don't care who you talk to and what they say. You can't blow a damn 351 up. It's the only reason I hate pulling the motor out of that truck. And the other truck that I've got my eyes on's got one in it too. But I'm not going to go with that motor, I don't think, either. I do eventually want to build something with the 351 just to do it. Just because it's pretty damn nice, honestly. I mean, I've had that truck for 4 years now. Like I told you, my original plan was a 460 swap. So for the first 2 years, 2.5 years that I had that truck, all I was trying to do was blow that damn 351 up. So I could had an excuse to motor swap it. And that's what me and one of my buddies were talking about the other day. I would lay money on, in the time that I have owned that truck, it has spent over an hour on the rev limiter. Because I used to just sit for hours and play with the throttle and then go mess around with it and so on and so forth. But that motor still, the other day when this thing went start up, I walked out there, I hit the key and it fired up and ran. But that motor, like I said, it's probably going to get swapped out. Unless, if you want to see it stay, leave a like and a comment, because I'll build the motor in it and let it stay. And just do an exhaust and stuff on it. I don't have a mind in the world doing that. But I just want to do something cool with it. I want to do something that people want to see, so that's what I'm saying. Let me know what you want to see. If you want the OG 351 big cam and build in it, then we'll have a blown 351 under the hood. But if you don't want to see that and you want a big compound turbo diesel under it, then we'll compound turbo diesel it too. I've got builds in my head for fucking days. I've got a couple things. I've got which none of you guys will probably see or hear anything about it for a long time, but I'll give you a baseline of what my dream truck build is that I'm eventually going to do. And it's nothing crazy like everybody thinks it will be, but just simply a 90s OBS Ford, single cab, 6-speed, 4-wheel drive, Super Duty axle swapped and everything, Super Duty suspension swapped, with a 6.7, fully built 6.7 under the hood is the dream. Like I said, nothing crazy, no crazy suspension stuff, just probably leveled, maybe a small lift kit, but nothing crazy other than the motor. Now I do want to put some like King Ranch seats in it and add some stuff like that to it, but nothing major really with the truck that I have planned. But that's not going to be a build that happens for a long time probably, because like I said, I'm not right now. My number one, I'm kind of in a screwed up scenario with my stuff a little bit, because I want to dump all my money into this truck since I'm daily in it and everything, and start getting it put together, which I'm working on putting money into it anyways and stuff. But I also am wanting to spend the winter time to get my red truck all done legit and done before it hits the road and stuff again. But I'm also trying to get my green truck done for show season. So the red truck and the green truck are probably going to be the two that you see major changes going on with over, well, not red truck's not going to be major changes, but some changes. Green truck will be major changes, but are the only ones in the next couple of months that you're going to see anything with, and I'm still going to be uploading videos and be uploading on the trucks. Yes, within the next couple of months, you're going to be seeing stuff happening to both of those trucks. This truck, realistically, I'm probably not doing nothing with it really from what it is now until springtime, short of like oil change and hopefully studs, but there's nothing going to be done to it. I'm not tearing into the motor, I'm not messing with the suspension, I'm not doing nothing to it. This truck's going to stay pretty much how it is. And even once I build it, I don't plan on building this one to be balls to the wall build, I guess, is the way to put it. I mean, I'd like to push power out of it, and I may end up building it more than what I'm thinking about building it right now if I end up with something else. But I'm still, I eventually want a 6.7 anyways, which I wanted to buy a 6.7 before I bought this, because I found one and I was looking at it for a freaking crazy deal. There's that International, by the way. I'm not sure how well you've seen it, but that's my buddy's pickup, and it's got a 12 valve in it. It's just on right now. It's just got a Chinese turbo on it. It's got a Garrett. He's got a Garrett for it, but it's getting rebuilt. So we'll hopefully be getting it on here, and once he gets his new turbo, be doing some stuff with it. But this one, I'm not. Well, back on the 6.7 topic, I would have got it, but I didn't have the money to buy it outright, and they want to screw me over with interest on being able to pay a loan on it and everything, so I just wasn't able to swing it right now. Main reason being because going through winter season and not having a lot of money. But I bought the 6 liter because I found it, and it's honestly in better shape than what that 6.7 was. It's got less miles and stuff on it, but you guys will probably eventually be seeing a 6.7 on here, which that's the debate I have, whether I keep this truck and build it, because I do love this truck, or whether I get it cleaned all up and everything and paid off and trade it for a 6.7, because I know I can trade it for a steel body, which is what I wanted. I want an Aluminum-Duty, but I want a steel body. But I'm hoping to be, one way or another, we're messing with this truck, working on this truck and stuff. And like I've told you guys, the green truck's going to be seeing big changes. The red truck will be seeing some changes. It's just getting, red truck's basic build is getting leveled. It's getting wheels and tires. It's getting track bars, and it's getting lights. Other than that, looks-wise, nothing's changing with it. Wheels and tires aren't probably happening right now either. It'll probably just be track bars, leveling kit, and some lights. Then we'll add more lights to it, and get wheels and stuff, hopefully, once more money times come. But yeah, I enjoy making these videos for you guys, and I know there's, like I said the other day, there's been a lot of just boring content coming off of my channel just because the weather's been screwing me for the riding content, and the money's been screwing me for the truck content. So I'm just trying to make by with posting what I can and making videos when I can of things that I can to maybe give you guys a little bit of entertainment or enjoyment in watching. Really want to get out on the bikes some more, going through this week and everything, but I truly do look forward to doing a lot of the stuff with the trucks and with the bikes. I'm more than excited to build my green truck. I've talked about building that truck 8 different ways, and it was always going to be a show truck, and then now I've kind of set in stone its route for life, whether the motor and stuff's set in stone, but the truck itself, which got me pretty excited. So I can't wait to start being able to share some of that stuff on here with you guys and everything. part of why that's been postponed a little bit more is while I'm waiting on axles, and that'll be fun doing the axle swap anyways. But then once that's all done with and everything, start doing the actual suspension work, which I need to message my one buddy about airbags, because he knows a guy that he can get airbags off of, air stuff off of pretty good. And other than that, right now all that's holding me back on that truck is just the money side of things, where I haven't been working a whole lot. Once I get a little bit more money in the bank, I got a little bit of extra money here from a couple things I've done recently, but once I get a little more money in the bank, and I'll start buying the metal and start working on that a lot, along with the exhaust tips and stuff. But you guys will also be seeing me build the track bars for both trucks, and that's the only thing really I'm building for these ones. I'm just getting the add-a-spring leveling kit for the red truck, and may get solid axle swapped eventually, but not right now. This one's just got an add-a-leaf leveling kit on. I think it's a 2-inch, 2.5 inch, but alright guys, well I think that's enough of me just talking and boring you guys for today, and I'll do a walk around to the truck when I get to my house, and hopefully, like I said, stay tuned, leave a like, comment, subscribe. There will be a lot more content on its way out soon, and hopefully a lot more entertaining content. And hopefully you guys will start being able to see a lot more of what's going on behind the scenes of things that you don't see now a little bit. I've got a couple small projects that won't cost a lot of money and stuff that we're probably going to dive in on here in the next week or so, with a little bit of this warmer weather. So I'm pretty excited about that, and I'll be sharing all that on here as well. I've already got part of a video put together on that stuff, so just waiting to get some more content for it, and then it'll be out. So I'll talk to you guys on the next one, well I guess when I get home, but I'll really talk to you guys on the next one, and I hope you enjoy. And like I said, leave a like, comment, subscribe. It helps me out and helps me to keep being able to make these videos, and hopefully we can continue growing into this year. So thanks for watching, and that's it. She definitely looks a whole lot better up under there. I know you can't really see, but a whole lot better than what it was. I'm really happy with it. For just being ran through the car wash, I think it turned out really good. Looks a whole lot better than it did before. I'll show you a little clip from before too.